Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the streamer, maybe someone else, but
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, they've started.
Either way.
Yeah, either way they've started.
Both of them got out the Elder Kettle's house really fast.
Oh yeah. Did they, like, I think
don't
Xunning
think
got the
they-
double tap. I didn't see if Sky did.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Now this is where everyone chokes at some point. Forest
yeah,
Follies.
definitely. It's the only running gun you have to do, and it's the main reason why people choke. Just by by Sky, he missed the coin.
Yeah.
Being victim to that many times. Very nice follies by both of them, though. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Down. Good on Sky for playing it safe.
Oh yeah, that's Xunning though. He's not a person who plays it safe. He's gonna risk it to get them times down.
Yeah.
But there we go. Sky's the first one out of Forest Follies.
Yeah, and Xunning is a bit behind, but that's alright. Not by much, at least.
Yeah. I think Xunning can definitely catch up.
Yeah. Now, they are going into the shop to pull off one of the first glitches, called Shop Glitch. If you don't know, it's where you buy the weapon and leave at the same time, which saves time.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go through the slow
Sky's not pulled that off, but I don't think he's implemented that yet.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing this from Xunning unless he messes it up.
Yeah. It is a rather hard... Ooh, he got it first try, actually.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's too hard to pull off, but it can sometimes be annoying. I've pressed A and B at the same time, and it's just took me straight out of the shop, and I'm like, but I've bought something.
Yeah. It seems Sky is not going for the secret route, which saves time. I mean, I think it might be faster if you get all doubles, but I don't think by much.
Oh yeah, it's faster. It's just a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
That's why, people don't take it as much.
Yeah.
And then we go. Sky is out of... I was about to say Forest Follies. It's out of the Root Park. And on to... Well, he'll be coming out of Ruby and Croaks now.
Yeah. He got a decent time, I guess. I mean... Yeah. I think that's a decent time Sky got.
Yeah, it is very much a decent time. But
Xunning is time as well. 40 seconds, not bad at all.
Yeah. Xunning is putting his foot down on the gas, so he's going, I'm going to have to get these times low to get ahead from messing up from follies.
Yeah. Sky seemed to get Ribby first, which is, I mean, depending on what he's going for, I think it doesn't really matter.
I think the only thing that's bad about getting Ribby first is in, like, the fists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it's a lot easier to do too much damage on that and get the super skip, which will cause a penalty.
Yeah. And in this category, there's a few penalties. And one only comes to mind, which is Luigi swapping.
I was about to say that, yeah.
But found out by
Luigi by Sky.
If you Luigi swap, you lose 4 seconds.
Yeah.
As a penalty.
But I'm just saying, Sky has just died, which has put Xunning ahead.
That is a big F.
Yeah, it is. Xunning not getting the one cycle, but oh my god, so close.
Yeah, that was an awfully close one cycle.
And he got balls as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've personally never got a one cycle, but I think that's just me being
I've gotten a one cycle a few times, never on a run. I've got it in practice. I need to, practice that. But yeah, Bulls is known as being the hardest one to get the one cycle on in NMG.
Yeah.
So that was really impressive.
Instead of talking about us, Zunning is onto Goopy, and he's doing well.
Oh yeah.
I would have assumed he went for more risky strats, but I digress.
Yeah. I think he... I don't know. With Zunning, I think it's like... Well, I've been in his streams before, and his number one rule for races is no deaths. Which is not stuck by.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is his number one rule when it comes to races. It's not about the times. Well, it is, but the main thing is deaths.
Yeah.
Not getting any, obviously.
Yeah. We're coming onto Hilda. One of the relatively harder bosses in Inkwell 1.
Yeah, I'd say that
mainly playing level.
Oh yeah, I'd say that Hilda is definitely one of the first challenges, especially if you're doing the damage boost with the EXs.
Yeah.
Which he is doing, and I was expecting him to be doing.
Yeah.
It very much helps. Like, there you go, he's straight through the balls right there. And right now, with the EXs, he just missed that last one. But you may not be able to see, but he's hitting them in a certain place when he's not doing the damage boost. He was able to get through that so quick because as Hilda moves forward, she rocks backwards and forwards. So when she comes forwards, he throws off an EX so that it'll actually do a 4-tick hit onto Hilda to do more damage. As in, she'll come back with the missile. Well, the EX a little bit. So
yeah.
And here's another thing that he's doing. A lot of technique can be seen in what Zunning's doing right here. He's firing off the EXs exactly in front of the bronze ones. He kind of does like a lure thing where he goes straight in front of the bronze spaceships to bring the laser down and then fires it off so that he doesn't lose any DPS.
Yeah.
Because
though Skye is on 1 HP, and he's only on the 3rd phase. He might not make it.
He'll be going for safe strats now. He can't do any damage boosts, he can't rely on it, but he still tries to get in front to do a little bit of a boost without taking damage. Yeah. That is definitely the best thing to do, to get as much damage as possible, but obviously not lose a life. Anyway, Zunning is on to Cagney now.
Yeah.
Seems to be doing a pretty good job. On to final phase.
Actually, yeah. Fun fact, in the phase 5 and 6 transition of Hilda, you can't actually do damage to her, so that's why you don't see them EXing between that transition. They just use it to build up meter.
Yeah, that is the only reason. That is the only reason for it, really.
Yeah.
Anyways, Zunning coming on to Inkwell 2 after finishing Cagney.
Guy getting a 128 is not bad, but he could have done better if he didn't take damage early on.
Oh yeah, like I say though, it's all about no deaths. Like, as long as he's not getting deaths. Obviously he's already got one on I mean, Skye hasn't got it on. He got it. I mean, Skye got it on Ribby, but didn't. But that's the only death that Skye's got so far.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And
Final
Zunning is damage boosting through the waffle in Baroness.
Oh, he is a madman when it comes to that. Seriously, you try to do damage boost, it's so hard, but he does it like so effortlessly.
Yeah. And
Like
a
he did.
43 on Baroness, that's not bad.
That is really good in my books. Anyway, 53 by Sky, nice. Coming on to Inkwell 2.
Yeah.
And Zunning onto Wally.
Yeah. Wally is one of the harder bosses to optimize, but I think Zunning's got this.
I've heard a lot of runners saying that when they first started out on speedrunning, Wally was one of the killers, either that or Grim.
Yeah. Grim certainly kills everyone.
Oh yeah. Well, people will say other bosses as well, but what I've mostly heard is like Wally and Grim. Especially for Inkwell 2, they're the real ones that get people.
And Zunning, like the absolute legend he is, completely went right in front of Wally, which is a really risky strategy. And because it's super easy to get hit when you go right in front of him. Or her. I don't know what gender Wally is.
Anyway, we've got Sky doing the same technique that Zunning was doing at the very end. Well, it's the thing that most people do to get the most DPS in. You just stay under Baroness, jump up with the spread, and use all of your EXs so that you can get through that final phase as fast as you can. Hopefully before the head goes. But most people try. I feel like most people try to have at least 2 HP going into the final phase. So if the head does go, they can just stay under there, take the damage boost, and just get through the final phase.
Yeah. Now Zunning is to deal more damage. He is shooting his main weapon and switching to bombs.
Yes.
Per pillar, and that does a bit more damage, which is necessary when you're trying.
Yeah, I found it really interesting when I first found out about that, because I thought to myself at first people just did that to build up their meter, but then I was told that actually does damage to the boss later on.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's going with the secret phase as well.
I don't know much about the secret phase. I have never really attempted it, so...
Neither. I go for just the normal phase as well, but the parries help to, get EXs, that's what they do, but obviously to get more DPS.
Yeah. Sky is going into the last phase of Wally with 1 HP, maybe.
That is very dangerous.
Yeah, depending on what RNG you get. Ooh, yeah. Zunning... Sky didn't get good RNG because it went to the left, which is where he stays, so... he died.
Oof. I was about to say, nice to him, nice to Sky for staying up top with the bombs instead of staying at the side. Obviously it does more damage, but Sky knew where to be. Sky knew to stay at the top. He knew that... Why can't I think of the word?
He knew to
is what I'm trying to say. You know, it can do more damage by using the primary weapon, but by using the secondary, it's a lot safer. This guy was on 1 HP.
Yeah.
Anyway. So then going on to Beppy, seemed to get the good RNG. I missed if he got Golden Horse first, actually.
So did I.
I saw he got Green Horse. We'll see. We'll be able to tell by the time at the very end.
Yeah. Because
But-
with Green Horse, you can one cycle. You can one cycle the third phase, but with Yellow Horse you can't unless you do lots of damage somehow. Which I
you
haven't
actually
been
can. You actually can with a Lobber Trap, and a Lobber Trap will get enough damage in, and if you use I think if you damage boost by using a Spread EX, you can actually get through it in one cycle with the Gold Horses. I've done it before. I don't know if that was a way that I did it, but you can definitely get through it with one. It's just really hard because you've got to kind of do a gamble of which side you're going to do the trap on. Most people do it on the right side, though, due to it being easier to set up the trap there, as the roller coaster comes from the right to the left.
Yeah. And Sky is moving on to Jimmy now.
Yeah.
Jimmy is a hard boss to optimize. You can't. They usually get around 125 to 135 if you're doing well, but there's a lot of RNG that goes into it.
Yeah, I think Jimmy is the longest boss, except for King Dice. Because there's so many things you can't skip. There's the pillar phase right here, and you've just kind of got to ride it out.
Yeah.
Like you're doing such little damage at that point, and it's you can't even do anything about it. You're kind of just stuck there.
Yeah. Zunning, however, is on the last phase of Grim and is on 1
Knockout.
HP, but he did it. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, as we were saying before, Lobber Spread is definitely a lot easier compared to P Spread with Jimmy. It's the main thing that convinces people to go over to Lobber Spread, in my opinion.
Yeah, personally, that was the same reason I switched as well.
Yeah, there's like a 20-second time difference with most people when they swap. It's quite incredible. Anyway, Inquile 3.
Zunning is going on to Rumor Honeybottoms, but Sky just finished to Jimmy.
Nice.
Rumor Honeybottoms is possible to optimize, and well, not optimize, but depending on which direction Rumor comes down in his second phase, in her second phase.
Yes, this one is very RNG based, and Zunning has gotten really good RNG here. The best RNG, in my opinion. He does not agree with me. We've had this talk, and he said that he doesn't mind the RNG he gets on here, and says even if he gets balls first and then triangles next, he's fine with getting that. But as you can see there, he gets the early kill, and I feel like that RNG is better.
Yeah. But either way, he got a really, really quick kill, completely skipped the third phase.
Yeah, he didn't even get he didn't even go on to the phase with the spellbook.
Yeah.
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 I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
I mean,
but I just completely skipped that. Wow.
Yeah. I think Sky just one-cycled Beppy. I'm not sure though. Beppy third phase. But anyway, Zunning is moving on to Dr. Carl, one of the more attrition-based fights, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that oh, and he didn't get the bomb there. He had to go for the backup strat. Sacrificing a life. I know that's not his main strat. I've seen a lot of his runs, and he never goes for that. He must have not got enough damage to get all 5 EXs.
Yeah. but Sky just finished Beppy and is moving on to Grim. This is
Yeah.
usually everyone's run ender. Somehow it wasn't for Zunning, but who knows what might happen with
Oh yeah.
with Grim and Sky. A 54 on Dr. Carl, not bad at all. I don't know what my best is, but
Oh, he went for the
really
restart.
good time.
Sky went for the restart.
Yeah, I would have done the same personally.
Yeah, if you're on 1 HP, it's
scary.
yeah.
It's just scary. It's not even. Yeah.
You really don't want to risk it when it comes down to 1 HP with Grim. With a lot of bosses, I'll say I'll risk it, but Grim is something else. I would not trust myself with that, so I think Sky made the right decision.
I agree.
Anyways, zoning onto Sully stage play.
Phase 3. He is damage boosting. I personally haven't seen that strat before. I just damage boost through the meter, the big wave, and then yeah. But he seemed to.
That was a really good end to that. The 54.
The 54. That is an absolutely amazing time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I think it was Jason who holds the world record on that singular boss. It'll low 50 seconds, like 50 seconds or 51. So that is an exceptional time.
Yeah. And Sky just beat Grim.
Yeah, coming on Tank 3.
I certainly would have reset by like 8 times now. But he seemed to have done it.
Yeah. Very modest.
Good day for us. Well done. Now go.
Werner Werman.
Yeah, go on.
Werner Werman is one of the harder, well, not harder bosses to optimize, but it's hard for me at least because of you can only really just do damage, not much else you can do.
Yeah, I think the main issues when it comes to Werner Werman is the damage boosts really, and it's the same case with Hilda. It's risky. You have the damage boost when he transitions from, I don't know, Werner may be a woman, transitions from, what phase am I thinking? From the first phase into the second phase, and then the second phase into the last phase. There's that little time with a damage boost with the can and with Werner's head.
Yeah.
In which you can get 40 X's off until the cat actually comes out.
Yeah. I just realized Sky got the quick kill on Rumor. Very good. Yeah, he didn't skip the third phase completely. He just killed in the
spellbook kind of phase.
Yes, that bit.
Yeah, that's always like the first thing I think people. If you start on NMG as your first category, that is the first thing that people try to pull off to save time, because the final phase when Ruma is in the plane phase, it's really hard to hit her. With Loba, you can show up into the sky and it can just drop down onto our butts. It's still a bit awkward in that sense to try and hit her. So you always want to try and skip that part. get
Yeah.
that phase skip.
Anyway, Zunning is onto Kala right now. Regarded as one of the harder bosses in
Yeah,
the game.
especially on first playthroughs.
Yeah. I remember myself, I think it was over a month on Kala. She is
Yeah.
extremely hard to beat.
Oh, I spent 6 hours
Oh,
doing that. It was horrible. This was before I knew about getting in front of the eyes and you don't get frozen by the beam because of the hitbox and how it leaves that tiny gap for which in which you just don't get frozen in. And
A great slam.
it's a surprise they haven't patched that in 1.2, to be honest.
yeah.
Like, that is one of the big things that hasn't been patched, but I wouldn't really necessarily think it's a glitch. I think it more is just like hitbox exploitation more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't get patched, otherwise, that would make Kala a very different fight in the third phase.
Oh yeah. It would very much make the category very different. It's like when people go from 1.1 to 1.2 and they can no longer do the Beppy glitch. They're not too annoyed about it. Like, I'll definitely admit that.
Yeah.
I just laughed looking at something in chat. I just saw Fruity Waffle saying that it's not a lag, it's splice. People are Sky and Sunning are splicing.
Yeah. Ooh, and
Oh.
Sky died on Sally. That is rather unfortunate.
It is.
And Zunning is moving on to the fourth phase of Phantom Express. It's probably one of the harder phases, but he just completed it. Just
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
I think Zunning one cycled everything, which is very
Yeah.
impressive. Well, on the phases that have one cycles at least. The skulls, the final phase. I guess the electric lollipops or whatever they are. I never understood what they were.
Yeah. And Zunning is moving on to Inkwell Hell. Yeah.
But just going back over to Sky, very safe strats, which you can't really put anything against that. Really, you're being safe. Well done to him. A lot of people don't see that. A lot of people are like, I need good times even if I have died. But good to him. Good to Sky that he's been able to compose himself.
Yeah.
And not go, I'm behind, I should be getting better times. Just getting through it with deathless runs.
Yeah, getting
not
through it
focusing on the times as much.
Yeah. Zunning for King Dice is going for 3-4-8, where he does the cigar, the domino, and the
8-ball.
8-ball, yeah.
Yes.
Personally, I do 3-5-8, but yeah.
I've never actually heard that route. Well, I've never actually heard of that route before. I know most people go for either a 3-4-8 or a 3-5-7, with 3-5-7 being faster due to only after going on one safe space.
Yeah.
Instead of
I
two.
think that's just me because I find it much easier to do what do you call it? The rabbit instead of the dominoes.
that's fair. I used to have a route in which I would go 3-6-8 instead of 3-4-8 because I get very stuck on the
Yeah.
domino. But I've adapted and I've gone to the same route that Zunning is doing right here.
Yeah. Sky also died on Werner, which is a big F, but these things happen. Everyone
Oh, yeah.
dies.
I've died on Verna a lot of times, but
I've died
fair to
on Werner
him,
too.
yeah.
More than I'd like to admit, really.
Yeah, same. To me, it's more out of I need this good time, which I don't like to admit. Like I'll be going for 2 of the damage boosts and then I'll get hit at 1 point,
Yeah.
and it's like wow, I died on Verna. I think that's the worst thing to say to yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's well, not so much if you die on Verna. It's more if you're going for like a good time and you're kind of going too far. You're going for risky strats.
Yeah. But anyway, Zunning has completed King Dice and is going on to the Devil.
He actually finished it with zero HP.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he gets through the very last loading screen of that very fast. Which
Yeah.
I always joked that categories would get so optimized that on every boss you'd have to end on 0 lives to get through the loading
Yeah.
part faster, just by that little bit. One day it'll be that optimized. But I
Anyways.
doubt that'll be happening anytime soon.
Yeah. Guy is on Bryony, one of, I'd say, the harder fights, personally.
Yeah, I label him the most inconsistent fight in NMG.
Yeah. It's super RNG dependent, but guys seem to have got some good RNG.
Yeah, I don't think he's got catfish yet, has he?
Not yet.
Oh
he just
no,
got it.
shouldn't have said anything.
I
And there's
think we jinxed
catfish.
him a bit.
We could Sky there. But Zunning coming on to the final. I think this is PB for Zunning. That's PB. Is
No,
it? It was
I
green.
think he just got a PP earlier today. Anyway,
Oh,
Zunning has completed it. Absolutely fantastic play by Zunning. Can we see some GGs in the chat?
yeah.
I'm gonna put a GG in there myself.
I wish I could. I don't have my chat up.
Oh.
Pog to Zunning. I was supposed to say Pog when he died on Forest Follies. That was a little joke. I was supposed to say if he died at all, I was supposed to say Pog. we agreed on that ourselves. That is not out of spite. Just a little joke by me.
Ooh,
Oh.
that is a rough death, Sky.
It
Especially
is.
on that last phase with the barrel.
I've had that many times. Not nice.
Yeah.
But yes, Zunning has, I don't know how to phrase this, has been crowned, that's how I'm going to phrase it. Zunning has been crowned the first winner of the first race.
Of the first race in the tournament.
Yes. I couldn't phrase that properly for some reason.
Yeah.
I can't speak today.
Guy going on to the last phase of Bryony again.
Luring in the barrel, very nice.
I think he's got this, and he's got it. Yes.
There we go. Nice. Sky seems to be on PB pace with his timer in the green. Oh. Every time I speak, every time. It's in the green, goes to red. It's every time I've cursed Sky in a way, and I didn't mean to.
Anyway, Sky is now moving on to Kala. Hopefully it'll be a good fight.
Yeah.
The first phase is very RNG dependent.
I think Sky can still get a PB, and I'm very much hoping that he does.
Same.
Because we were talking before, and Sky said that the sum of best that what did he what was the sum of best? The sum of best was 35, yet PB is over 40. It's getting a deathless, and it is very hard.
Yeah. Just so you know, we will also have some post-match interviews with Sky and Zunning. So get excited for that.
What is going on? There we go. Couldn't get the screen up. The screen had gone down for a second there.
Anyway, Sky has just beaten Kala and is moving on to Phantom Express.
Now, this is what I was saying earlier on. Phantom Express is so it's so hard for speedruns. When I was talking to Sky in when it was on the stream last night that for Cuphead, and Sky said that this was his hardest one.
Now go.
Yeah, it's a hard
Which
one
is
for
fair.
many. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Though it seems a hit has been taken and yeah, a retry.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the third phase of Phantom Express. Personally, I find it the hardest phase, but I don't think that's just me.
The electric lollipops.
What are they, anyway?
I don't know. I feel like I feel like I know about most of these things, but I can't wrap my head around that one.
Yeah. Maybe chat knows what they are. What are the third phase?
Yeah, if anyone
the
does know,
third-
I'd really like to know that.
Yeah. Anyway, Sky has completed Phantom Express.
Yeah. What Sky is doing, I've seen another speedrunner doing, which is switching between lobber spread and pea spread for certain bosses, which I can see the positives, especially like if you're good at some things on one combination and good at some things on another combination. But yeah.
Yeah. I think in my first run I did that. Like for King Dice I switched to P spread instead of lobber spread. I mean first run of first run ever. I think my first category was 1.1, all bosses. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sky is moving on to King Dice. Hopefully some good execution and no misrolls.
I
Sky
do like the
seems to have
technique
gone for
Sky
a
is going
damage
for.
boost.
The damage boost I was about to say. It's very nice to see Sky going for that route.
Yeah. Anyway, we don't actually know what route Sky is taking.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Three
there's a
five
358.
7 or 3-5. It could be 8 actually. Yeah, 3-5-7 or 3-5-8.
Yeah, it's
I can't
probably
imagine it.
358.
Yeah, I can't imagine a 3-5-9. Anyone who does that is insane. it has no benefit really. Oh,
Yeah,
Sky's been doing his research with the bunny skulls. If you saw before, Sky didn't go through the little gap. Sky actually went through. Sky actually just jumped up and went through the gap. I don't know how that works because I don't go 3-5-7, but yeah, and he is going 3-5-8.
and there is a 358. Wonderful.
Yeah,
A brawl is surely brewing.
but I do like the Sky's been learning some optimizations. Sky's only been going for about a month now, and a lot of people would just focus on just getting the run done. But I can really respect from Sky that he learns the optimizations early, so that later on he'll know them better and can learn more as it goes on faster.
Yeah. If Sky gets a deathless devil, I think there might be a PB in his future.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know if this can still PB. I forget what Sky's PB is.
I think it's 43 minutes.
43. Ooh.
If there's an insanely good devil.
I'm checking right now. I've actually got my other PC by my side. I can just check right now.
It might not have been verified yet. Though Sky has completed King Dice and may not PB unless there is a really good devil.
I don't think he actually has. I don't know if he actually has a deathless devil. So this could be. I could be wrong about that. But I only say that because most people struggle on devil, especially in deathless. Or at least from my experience, I feel as if that's the case.
Yeah. The things are heating up. I think Sky might be able to PB as long as there's no deaths.
Like, I can really respect this from Sky. Sky's using a lot of optimizations that that I know about, but haven't even implemented myself.
Yeah.
Like the parry and then the spread EX to do more damage on the first phase.
Yeah. Though there is only 1 HP left for Sky to go into the last.
Yeah, I think we'll be
second.
seeing a lot of safe strats from here on out.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many seconds are in Sky's PB.
Neither.
I know that it's a 43.
Yeah,
So,
definitely going for safe. Took out the. I don't even know what it is. The purple dragon thing on the left. Oh, and here we go. PB time?
possible PB, maybe.
I think it is. I think it may
As
be.
long as he doesn't, as long as there's no choking on this last phase.
I saw red there. I think
Let's
that was.
go. Let's go.
Was that PB? I
was-
thought I saw a flicker of red. But anyways, GG to Sky.
I think that's a PB. I'm not sure.
Well, if it is, well done to
GG.
Sky. And even not GG anyways.
To anyone who hasn't GG'd in chat, please do. Anyway, I think we're gonna have some post-game interviews with Sky and Zunning.
Yeah, I think they'll
I
both
think
in
that-
second.
yes. Hello, Sky. What's up, Sky?
I think Sky's just getting his mic on.
Yeah.
Hello, Zunning.
Zunning.
Yep.
Oh,
Hi.
hello, Zunning.
Well done on the win, Zunning.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
GG
What up,
about
what up?
that. Hey, Sky.
Hi, Sky.
Hello.
Well done on the PB. That was a PB, wasn't it? I'm right in saying
Did you
that.
just get a PB? Congrats, man.
Am I right in
Well
saying?
done.
Am I right in saying that? Me and Kev thought that was a PB. We couldn't
We're
tell.
not. Yeah, we're
I'm
not
not
sure.
sure. I
Okay. I think. his
well,
mic
until
is
Sky
a bit
fixes that
broken.
out. Yeah, well done on the win, Zunning. Very impressive.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, I gave it all I got. I wasn't holding back at all because anything can happen in a race if you don't play the best you can.
yeah, unlucky on Forest Follies. I forgot to say Pog as I arranged you.
You're forgiven for that. Yeah, that was like one of the only big mistakes
I
in the
can't
run
hear
on
anyone
my
for whatever
standards
reason.
anyway. I feel like I was 26 seconds behind after Follies, and I finished 31 seconds above my PB, which is pretty amazing considering that I also got bull RNG on the frog. So technically, if everything would have been deathless and I had the frog RNG with the one cycle, this would have been a 2-second PB. So it was a
Wow.
pretty decent run, all things
Yeah, I
considered.
was.
But yeah, I'm
I was
really
very
happy with it.
impressed. I pointed out the one cycle, how you almost got the one cycle on bulls, and I was very impressed by that.
I wasn't
thought you
actually
had it.
expecting that at all. He died way faster in the second cycle than I was expecting to. I thought
Yeah,
I
I
had
was
to
very
do
shocked
both
about
my
that.
EXs there, but I don't know. Maybe it was a double hit with the last lobber there. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. Another question. Is this your first
All right,
tournament?
I think I can hear people now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sky's audio is fixed, but first, Sunny, is this your first tournament? First time participating?
No. I think it was like 2 years ago. We had another tournament where we played like a round robin of different categories, and the people who got like top 8 or was it top 4 points on the scoreboard had to fight for victory. I can't remember my placement there, but I wasn't one of the top runners at the time. At the moment, I'm arguably like maybe a top 5 player.
Well,
Something like that.
in
But,
the seeding, you're fourth, I think.
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
really close between the top 3 to top 6. We are very close to one another, but Jason and Grandius are just in a class of their own.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Sky, I think this is your first tournament as well. Can I have? Is that true?
Yeah, not only is this my first tournament, I've actually only been playing, running, speedrunning Cuphead for a month now, as of last week.
Oh.
So this was a lot of excitement for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mentioned that in the commentary, and I really got to respect the optimizations that you were making, like really early on. Like most people in their first month, they don't go for the optimizations. They just try and go for getting it like really clean, like deathless. But you're putting in them optimizations, and I really gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Especially a month
Wow.
in.
I really appreciate that. I've only learned from like the best. I've been watching Zunning and you guys and Fruity Waffles, and the community's been like super helpful. Like, at first I was like, hey, let's just do a deathless run, because a deathless run is going to be the quickest run I can do.
Yeah.
So I did smoke bomb for a while, and then I switched that out a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea you had been running only for a month. GG, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, man, I was like on pace with you for a minute.
Well,
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've been doing good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys. But yeah, GG, man. I didn't get to see your time, but my roommate said you did 30 something.
55, I believe.
Yeah.
Good job, dude. Holy shit.
I think we should take questions from the chat. Anyone got questions? If so, post it in
I haven't
the
even
chat
got
of the
chow. I
stream.
still need to do that.
So yeah, we'll be taking a few, I guess.
I can officially say that I sped ran into the losers bracket. Hell yeah. No one's faster than me than that.
Yeah, that's what you said you were going to do, wasn't it, Sky?
Yeah, I'm way okay with it. Like, like I said, like I think I'm the least amount of experience for the runs for the 17 players we have, and it's like, you know what, someone's got to be the caboose, and I'm okay with it.
Well, you definitely did very impressive.
We've got some questions from the chat. From Carthar Zunning, it's for you. What was your heart rate after Phantom? Zunning.
I think my heart rate was higher at the start of the run, and when I got past aisle 1, I kind of started to be more relaxed and just focusing on the run and not on the things that could possibly go wrong. So definitely, I was more nervous than I was expecting to, but having this experience under my belt, I'm ready for the next round.
Yeah.
I was
Cool.
just really excited that I finally got that 104 in an actual run and not in practice, because even in practice it takes me like 20 attempts to get that. So
this one's for you, Sky. Which bosses do you find most annoying during the speedruns from Beta Brian? I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry.
Honestly, every single boss is pretty bad. I'm just kidding. I feel like that changes day to day. Which bosses are hard for me, which is like inconsistent. But as of right now, honestly, Ruby and Croaks has been hurting me a lot this past week, and then Phantom Express as well. I've switched back to Pea Shooter for that boss because I'm just having a lot of hard times, even killing it with just Lobber spread. Grim was a very hard boss until I switched to Lobber, and then I think I died on him once or twice. But I golded, by the way, 5 times.
His mic cut out, I think.
I think it has. All right. All right.
Oh, he's back.
Sky
I
back.
think.
Go on, Sky.
We didn't hear that last bit. Sorry, Sky.
No worries. I golded 5 times in this run.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, one more question for both of you guys. What got you both into speedrunning? This is from Dispenser going up.
who goes first?
Zunning. Okay, Zunning.
Well, the reason I got into speedrunning this game was because this was the second game I was playing on my stream. I started streaming like 3.5 years ago. For the first time, I played Final Fantasy, and then I played Cuphead. And then I just thought that it's an amazing game, and I've done everything the game has to offer. And I was thinking, what sort of challenge can I put on this game? And then I was thinking, I have never speedrun a game, and then I gave it a shot, and here I am, addicted.
And what about you, Sky? What got you into speedrunning?
Honestly, more than 10 years ago, I've been watching a lot of speedruns. Mostly it was like platformers like Banjo-Kazooie and Ocarina of Time. But it wasn't until like quarantine happened, all this things in the world that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play Cuphead and finish it. And like during playing it with my roommate Frosty, I was looking up all of these strats. I was like looking at the leaderboards on speedrun.com and seeing people like Zunning and Grandius and watching them play and go, oh shit, dude, that's how we have to kill this boss. And like he was annoyed with it. He's like, no, let's just not die and use Chaser. And I'm like, no, speedrun strats. And so eventually I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And here we are.
Cool. One
I
quick
do-
question from me.
I was going to say I have a question as well, but you go first, Kev. You go first, go on.
Sure, thanks. What was your most tense moment, Sky? Like what part of the run was the most tense for you?
It was the countdown. Nah, I would say the countdown, and then up until I think Grim and Sally. My death on Sally rose my heart rate by a lot. Frosty asked a question in chat, and I think he heard me. I had my window open. He's out by the garage, but I was definitely screaming a lot more than I do on my normal streams since I wasn't on a mic.
Oh, okay.
And my I was just gonna say. Oh wait, Kev, if you finished with your question.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you can say your question now.
All right. This is for the both of yous. First, with Zunning, if it goes the way that it would be expected regarding seedings, your next opponent would be Caliver, if you base that off seedings and opponents. What are you thinking about that?
I think it's going to be a very close match. Caliver is a really good runner, and we have done a lot of even co-op speedruns before. If he puts in the practice, he can definitely beat me, but I do think I have a fair chance against him, so it could go either way.
Yeah, it's almost like fate. You two going against each other.
Yeah.
You've raced a lot. You're both from the same country.
Oh yeah.
And
the only thing that I'm really bothered with the brackets is that we're not going to be playing against Kurthar in the or necessarily be, because every good tournament has a Finland versus Sweden match.
Yeah,
there's a ancient rivalry between our countries. So
you're aiming to get the Swedish bop, aren't you?
Yeah, he'll probably get me back soon enough, but yeah, I don't know.
And
yeah,
it
could go either way.
Yeah. And I have the same question for Sky. If it goes by the way of seeding, your next opponent should be Two-Tone Pony. What do you think about going up against Two-Tone Pony?
Oh, that's gonna be a fun one. I've actually we started becoming friends recently. He's like a really cool guy. He's been playing for like about 3 months, I think, or 4. I've never seen someone so good with a pea shooter as Two-Tone Pony.
Yeah.
It's wild. I'm excited for that. I think that the next race I have is at bare minimum in a couple days, so that'll give me more time to keep practicing. Every day I get several golds in every run. I just need to string them all together.
Oh yeah,
and then I'll take world record from everyone.
But yeah, with obviously this is hypothetical. Calivar could lose to Two-Tone Pony. Anything could happen, but this is just regarding the seeding and what would be expected regarding the seeding.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, I think we are done. I mean, unless there's anything Bex wants to say.
No, is there anything that you two want to say, Sky and Zunning?
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. This show would be nothing if there was no audience, so you make this happen, and thanks for the commentators for making the show even better. So can't wait for the match, which should be tomorrow, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
The next match is tomorrow. It's Grandius versus one for the Angels, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And one more thing. Thank you, Mr. Dino, for arranging this tournament. It's been a blast.
I would like to say thank you as well.
Yes.
For that.
Okay. Yeah.
You made this all happen.
Anything you want to say, Sky? Before we end
Yeah.
it.
I'm super happy that I stumbled upon this community. Like, honestly, I've said this a bunch of times, even like when I first joined, but everyone that I've talked to that's in this community that plays Cuphead has been the nicest, sweetest person. Everyone's super cool. It's just like, what a cool thing that we do.